Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a closer look at two new Angstrom puzzles from TheCubicle, the AoSu GTS2 M and the AoChuang GTS M. Both of these puzzles are current flagships from MoYu and are very popular among speedcubers of all levels. I've been playing with these puzzles for over a month now, and today I want to share my opinions on each of these puzzles and whether or not you should buy them. Let's get started with the 4x4. The Angstrom AoSu GTS2 M is $53 at TheCubicle and is only available in stickerless plastic. The cube comes in at 61mm across, which is 1mm smaller than the popular Qi Wuchui, but 1mm larger than the mini Wuchui. One thing that impressed me about this cube was that it was immediately usable out of the box. The Angstrom lube was not overly gummy, but rather kept the cube at a quick yet controllable speed. Over time, the lube began to break in more, and the cube sped up to an even faster speed, which I initially found hard to control. Despite this, the more I solved on the puzzle, the easier it became for me to control, and I quickly got used to it. The speed of this puzzle was extremely refreshing, having previously been using a slow mini Wuchui as my main. The turning of this puzzle is unique, and is very different from the Qi 4x4s I had been using in the past. This cube boasts crisp, fluid turning on both the inner and outer layers. The turning is ever so slightly blocky, but this did not affect the performance of the puzzle. The magnets have a medium strength and work perfectly for me. If I could describe the feeling of this cube in one word, it would be refined. Everything about this cube feels premium. There's no drag when turning, the magnets click into place perfectly, and the Angstrom lubes help make the cube crisp and controllable. Needless to say, I love this cube, and it is my new main over the mini Wuchui. This cube has made me want to practice 4x4 much more, and I've broken all my PBs with this cube. So, do I recommend it? Yeah, 100%. Since it is slightly on the pricey side, you may choose to buy the stock version for $31. But if you're anything like me and are terrible at setting up 4x4s, I cannot recommend this puzzle enough. Let's move on to the 5x5. The 63mm AoChuang GTS M is 1mm larger than the popular Qi Wuchui, but the difference is so minimal that it had no effect on my solving. Like the 4x4, this cube also comes in at $53 and is only available in stickerless plastic. I didn't find this cube to be as immediately usable out of the box as the 4x4. This cube was fairly gummy, which caused some of the layers to stick together. After doing around 20 solves, the lube began to break in, and the cube became faster and easier to turn. That said, I still experienced some issues with the layers sticking together even after playing with it for a month. The turning of this cube is quite bubbly. The pieces feel very round, and the cube is overall fairly flexible. The Angstrom lubes help add an incredibly smooth feel to the bubbly turning, making this cube very fun to turn. That said, when it comes to actual solves, I find that the flexibility of this cube acts as a detriment to my consistency. Even after using this cube for weeks, I still find my Wuchui much easier to control, and I can get much more consistent times with it. While some people will definitely prefer the more bubbly, flexible turning, I find that it does not suit my turning style very well. So the Wuchui will prevail as my main for now, although I suspect a certain Vault 5 may be taking over very soon. Either way, I still prefer the more compact, solid, and sturdy turning of the Qi Wuchui. So those are my thoughts on these puzzles after using them for the past month. To recap, I'm in love with the 4x4 and it is my new main. While the 5x5 will not be my new main, it is still an amazing cube to turn and will suit many other people's turning styles. I recently asked MoYu sponsoree Keaton Ellis to give some thoughts on these puzzles, seeing as he's been using them for much longer than me, and here's what he had to say.
I've been using the two cubes that Daniel has put in front of me, the AoSu GTS2 M and the AoChuang GTS M, for quite a few months now, and they've exceeded pretty much every expectation you could have about a 5x5 and a 4x4. My times have dropped significantly while using them, and my consistency has improved significantly. It's almost as if you're turning a 3x3, but with just extra layers. The specific two cubes that I was handed to try out with the Angstrom lubing that TheCubicle has done are fantastic. I really enjoy them, and I'm definitely going to have to go pick up some Angstrom ones of my own, because my own lubed ones are starting to wear out a little.
So that concludes my review on the new Angstrom AoSu GTS2 M and AoChuang GTS M. I'd like to give a huge thank you to TheCubicle for sponsoring this video and sending me these cubes to test out. If you'd like to purchase either of these puzzles, there will be links in the description below to each of these cubes. So that concludes my review, and I hope you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.